down there, I didn't realize that there was still so much that needed to be done.
Definitely I see that there's a lot of devastation. There's a lot of houses that are still damaged.
New Orleans trip, the Katrina trip, is in many ways an immersion experience for our students. For a concentrated week, they are living, breathing, eating, thinking about, smelling, feeling the reality of New Orleans. Now for our students, most of whom were visiting New Orleans for the first time, it's kind of jarring because on the one hand, students come and their first impression is, this is terrible, look at the devastation here. And yet our reaction is, look at how much progress has been made. And we're both right, looking at the same scenes.
Well, the first time I went down, I was really shocked at the poverty, and I was recognizing, what was going on with the school systems and how there was the lack of support with the school systems while they're rebuilding. We were talking with somebody who told us, the school system needs so much help. And then we went back again, we met with Amy Schenkel, who was in a Teach for America, who was a Bucknell alum. So getting to hear her story just kind of makes me more passionate and figuring out what I can do to continue helping the people of New Orleans.
This was the first time that we really felt that there was much more vibrancy to the city. Even though the site we were working on, which is New Orleans East, and there are still houses that are abandoned or not being repaired, there's still devastation there. But the city itself has much more a feel of vibrancy.
Some of the aspects of the culture that are really unique of New Orleans, they love music. This jazz influence in the city is something that everyone loves. It's really just about having a great time and getting to know each other and celebrating life.
I would definitely recommend students going down to New Orleans, especially international students, for them to get a better perspective of how much suffering that people get down there. It's very useful for them to know that although this is in America, there's still people need help.
We obviously get a self-selected group of students, faculty, and staff who take their own time to give back. And that's another important part of the learning experience. But when you have that kind of commitment to a shared learning goal like we do in the Katrina trip, big things and great things can happen.